Ann Bosick with Ironson Valley. And boy, are you in for a treat tonight with the Fiddlers, Inc. state competition. And we have cowboy yodeler Ernie Sites on stage tonight, along with 6 young ladies who are competing in duo fiddling competitions, and several other people from Jackson and other places. This contest is held every April. So if you missed it this year, you'll want to come back next year. Ernie Sites has been a cowboy yodeler born in Wendell. He got started really during the Vietnam War, if you can imagine that. And he sang with everybody from Roy Rogers to Bonnie Raitt.
That's true.
Ernie, do you have any good stories about any of the characters you've sung with?
Well, back in the early turn of my music career in the Western Music Association, it was called the WMI, and it was a group of people down in Tucson, Arizona, that were actively trying to preserve cowboy music, the Western music, and I came into that group at a very special time, because it was very special, because Gene Autry and Roy Rogers and Dale Evans and Rex Allen, Patsy Montana, and a lot of the great artists were still alive, but they were elderly and old, and kind of looking down the last roundup, But they were wonderful and vibrant even at their late age, and as a result of that, I became very close friends with Roy, very close friends with Dale, and Gene Autry. I entertained for his birthday party on a couple of times in Los Angeles, so the people thought enough of me to involve me in people's lives, and it's been really special. Rex Allen was a very wonderful person, and I got to open up for him a couple of times, and he had nice things to say about my efforts, but I enjoyed him very much. I've sang songs with Johnny Mathis. I've sang songs with Charlton Heston. Came into a club where I was entertaining in Los Angeles on Hollywood Drive. Rodeo Drive is where it was, and he came into this big club where I was entertaining, and he got into a private room, and he asked for me to come, and he had about 30 people in there, and I came in there to sing to him, and he says, "Oh, come on in here, Ernie." And I said, "Thank you, Mr. Heston." He says, "Oh, just call me Charlton." He said, "A lot of people don't know this," and of course he's commanding the whole room. He says, "When I was a youngster, back in my career, I was a cowboy entertainer. I didn't know that." And he said, "Well, it was my first movie gig that he had, and they said they wanted me to sing." And he said, "I told him I didn't know how to sing." And they said, "Oh, that's all right, Charlton, it'll be great." And then he stopped in the middle of the story, and he looks right at me, and he says, "And I know you know the song." And of course, I'm being very polite, and I was grinning. I kind of strummed my guitar nervously, and he continued to tell the story how he got the guitar and tuned it up, and despite of the fact that he didn't sing very well, he sang the song, and then he stopped again, and he says, "And I know you know the song." At that time, I could feel sweat dripping down the back of my neck, and I was hoping that maybe he really was a prophet, like Moses, and he knows something that I didn't. And finally he got around, and he says, and the song is, "I Ride an Old Paint." And I go, "I know that song." So Mr. Charlton Heston and I sang, "I ride an old paint, I lead an old Dan." So that's my story for Charlton anyway. Okay. And Roy and I were very close friends, and Dale as well.
Now, in addition to singing with celebrities, you also are very fond of singing with and for children.
Yes.
You've recorded an album for children. You've sang about boogieing in the sagebrush, animals,
sagebrush boogie,
dancing among the sagebrush for kids. In 50 years,
yes,
have the children's audiences changed at all? Children from 50 years ago to today?
Well, of course, 50 years ago, I was probably still a kid myself, but it's kind of changed. But you know what? There is a little bit difference in our technology today. Kids are pretty codependent on the cell phones, and sometimes it's hard to keep their attention. But be quite honest with you, I don't have any problem doing it.
But do they know the cowboy songs? today still?
No, they do not. I mean, they can sing, "This land is your land, this land is my land." The kids really got that one down. All kids do, but they don't sing "Home on the Range" anymore. But I do, and whenever I do a show, and I didn't end it today, but because we kind of ran out of room here, but normally I sing "Home on the Range," and I got my own kind of a souped up version of it, so it's not too bad, and I get the kids in my audience to sing them, and we talk about that. And when I do the children's shows, it's very interactive. So it's a little bit like the yodeling we did tonight. I get them to yodel, I get them to hoot and holler. And I didn't even ask you guys to sound like coyotes, but y'all howled tonight. So didn't take much of a push to get you guys to be coyotes tonight. Yeah. But the children is one of the greatest rewarding aspect of my music career, is actually putting something back on the youth of our country that has the roots of America still in it, which is the Western movement and the cowboy songs and the image. I try to be a positive for that. Yeah.
One last question.
Okay.
Can you teach us to yodel?
I sure can. But I expect that camera guy to help out now. So, are you ready?
I'm
ready.
Okay.
Idaho. We'll try like Honolulu. Oh boy, that got me. That was. Okay. I'm sorry about that one. I'll be right back with you after this commercial.
I'm Derek Agnew, General Manager of Zenergy Health Club and Spa, and I want to take you inside and show you what we've done with our new Pivot Studio, which is going to blow you away. The therapists tell me that Pivot really is the game changer. It fills that final gap that we were missing at Zenergy, things they could not do in our main gym.
The recent addition of the Pivot Studio has meant wonders to me as a physical therapist. I can now take care of the most vulnerable post-operative patient, but I can include programming that challenges the most elite athlete.
Are you tired of being tired? Wouldn't you like to have more energy and not be so run down? Hi, I'm Dr. John Calvert with Sun Valley Smile Designs and Dental Sleep Health. That's right, a dentist who treats sleep breathing disorders and sleep apnea. You may be one of the millions of people that suffer from sleep apnea, depriving you of the quality of sleep that you need. You may not be aware of the serious physical problems with untreated sleep apnea. High blood pressure, diabetes, and stroke are just a few. For those of you that have sleep apnea but are just not able to tolerate your CPAP unit, there is help right here in Ketchum. I have over 17 years of advanced training in sleep health, and I can treat your sleep apnea, including annoying snoring, from beginning diagnosis all the way through treatment. No need to travel hours away for overnight sleep studies. I'll provide you with a complimentary, complete computer airway evaluation and consultation. Give my office a call and I can help you feel more rested and have more energy. Sleep well, live well. Come see us at Sun Valley Smile Designs and Sun Valley Sleep Health.
No matter your taste or personal style, the shopping in Sun Valley has what you need for a day in the mountains or elegant night on the town. From bike sales, rentals, repair, outdoor accessories, and souvenirs to high-end, on-trend fashion and sportwear, including a hip modern women's boutique, there is something for everyone in the Sun Valley Village. Don't forget about the kids, as stepping foot in the toy store is a dream come true for the little ones. The Sun Valley Village shopping options blend a touch of European style with Main Street USA hospitality, all in a charming mountain town setting.
Are you like me and can't stand paying your insurance bill? Just when you pay all your bills for the month, then along comes that dreaded insurance bill, putting the hurt on your checking account. Hello, I'm Mark Balkos, president of Wood River Insurance. That's why Wood River Insurance is an independent insurance agency. This means we have a multiple of insurance companies we offer to our clients. This allows us to hold the insurance companies accountable for coverage, service, and most important of all, pricing. When I started in this business 33 years ago, I only represented one company to my customers. And after a while, I felt as though my hands were tied when trying to be as competitive as I could. As an independent insurance agency, we represent you to the insurance company, not the insurance company to you. This allows Wood River Insurance to be as competitive as possible. So call us today at 208-788-1100 and let Wood River Insurance represent you.
Because springtime comes late to Idaho. I met her on a charter bus, stopped at Soda Springs. I remember her eyes that followed me, hair like good fall rain. I took her on a guided tour while the bus was being repaired. Never rode a horse before, she sure rode pretty fair. And she promised me that she'd come back in springtime. The rivers are free and the paths clear of snow. Hope she ain't forgotten how this cowboy loves her life. But springtime comes late, Idaho. Well, she loved the way the sage smelled when the summer rain was through. Never seen a cactus flower, didn't know that bloom. Well, I sit here and I worry, those calves are getting big. My pony's lost his winter coat, snow tires are off my rig. She promised me she'd come back in the springtime. Rivers are free and the paths clear of snow. I hope she ain't forgotten how this cowboy loves her lots. Springtime comes late, Idaho. Yeah, springtime comes late to Idaho. On into April, when we get our last snow. Springtime comes late, Idaho. Snow tires are off my rig. She spent a week last August. She wrote me all last fall. Called me once in February now. She don't write at all. She promised me she'd come back in springtime. It is not free in the past, there was snow. I hope she ain't forgot how this cowboy loved her life. But springtime it comes late. Oh, springtime comes late to Idaho. Well, on into April, we get our last. Springtime it comes late, Idaho.
All right, this is the first fiddle tune I ever learned.
This is the first fiddle tone.
It is.
This is what they all learn first.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's great. Okay. Is it A?
Huh?
A?
An A.
A?
A.
A?
Yeah. What, you from Canada, eh?
Man, later, everybody, give them a round of applause. Come on, give them I grew up with coyotes howl, hills around my home, where the sagebrush grows and the rabbits run, gold eagles do fly free, and the wind could blow right through your soul. Lord, where does it come from? I was free and wild as a child, out where the coyotes run, where the coyotes run. Well, I never left this happy land, the place where I was born, where the tumbleweeds roll on and on, just like the days of yore. For 50 years and countless tears, all dried up by the sun. Things have changed, they're not the same, out where the cows run, out where the cows run. Or have I changed and rearranged my dreams of long ago? Like the rising of the morning mist, how quickly time can go. And the desert plain seems smaller now, the sagebrush not that tall. And I miss the days of my youth, out where the cows call, out where the cows call. Changed and rearranged my dreams of long ago. Like the rising of the morning mist, how quickly time can go. And the desert plain, it seems smaller now, and the sagebrush not that tall. And I miss the days of my youth, down where the cows call, where the cows call. Old times brought me age, added by the years, and the years have slowed me down. Winter time is here, like the thawing of a frozen stream. When springtime finally comes, the grass is green and life is new. Out where the cows run, out where the cows run. 'Cause I grew up with the coyotes howling the hills around my home, where the sagebrush grows, the rabbits run, the gold eagles do fly free, and the wind blow right through your soul. Lord, where does it come from? I was free and wild as a child, out where the cows run, out where the cows run. In a wild bull ride, I scored real high and I won a buckle for the show on a lop-eared bramer named White Tornado in a wild western rodeo. Now I remember that day like yesterday, the smell behind the chutes as I rosin my glove and hooked my rope and checked my spurs down on my boots. I was cowboyed up and feeling right tight, though I think I could have puked. With a grip on death, I nodded my head and exploded out of the chutes. Oh, White Tornado, they named him right. A spinning bull was he, because he spun, and he spun, and he spun, and he spun, and spun, and spun, but he just couldn't throw me. I kept shifting my weight, hooking him just right, and when the whistle blew off, I flew. Woo! I knew I made that ride. Well, the crowd, they cheered me. The crowd, they cheered me. And fellow cowboys revered me. We laughed until my prize money was all gone. But by first light, I was clean out of sight, because the rodeo cowboys got to move along. So I got a toast. Here's to that bramer named White Tornado, Ne'er a bad word of him I'd ever utter. Though my prize money's gone, this old buckle, it wears on. And my left arm is still longer than the other.
I remember going to the doctor when I was a kid. He knew me, I knew him. It was really simple. And then medicine changed with more expensive labs, medications, bigger clinics, and not enough time to explain it all. Direct primary care came along, outside the insurance system and affordable. I'm Dr. Tom Archie. At InnerHealth MD, we spend the time we need building collaborative relationships. We bypass the insurance, lab, and pharmaceutical industries and pass on the savings to our patients. At our office, common labs can cost $5 to $10, and in our pharmacy, generic prescriptions often cost less than $5. Our family practice treats fractures, lacerations, and sports injuries, teaches prevention, and coordinates acute and chronic care. We don't accept insurance. Our patients pay a monthly fee that is less than a cable bill. With acupuncture, herbs, Class 4 cold laser, and a holistic, functional medicine approach, InnerHealth MD is family medicine like it used to be. Affordable, personal, and looking to the future.
As a family, we've been with Harrison over 20 years. So this business is really unique to Insure because we have employee housing here in the light industrial, and we have all these moving pieces. We have the car wash, we have a detailed garage where we're bringing in, over the course of a month, we can see 1 million to 2 million in vehicles pass through our garage. Nathan has been, his phone line is always open to me, and that's been huge. It's a real personal relationship. I pick up the phone and call him, and he's always there, ready to answer my questions. He's really quick with getting back to me. We have a complex insurance needs, insuring these are kind of considered hazardous sites. They require special coverage because they're gas stations. And he's been able to navigate that from personal business through and through. So Harrison Insurance was instrumental in getting us good, being well covered at a good cost basis. All of these pieces need to be considered, and when I've got my back turned and I'm focused on the business and the people and the aspects of the business, it's nice for me to offload this responsibility, which is a big one, to make sure that all my bases are covered. I need to know that if something happens, if a plane crashes into the lands short of the runway and lands on the business, that we're going to be covered. And with Harrison Insurance, I'm confident that they've got my back and that they've set me up for success.
Harrison Insurance, for all of your insurance needs.
Sterling Urgent Care is now open at 507 South Main Street in Hailey. Sterling Urgent Care is helping create a better healthcare experience. All patients are welcome. They accept most major insurances, including Medicare and Medicaid. They also accept self-pay patients and offer a membership program to help you take control of your healthcare costs. Sterling Urgent Care invites you to visit them at their beautiful new facility in Hailey. Or learn more at sterlingurgentcare.com. Healthcare created with you in mind.
Welcome to Pure Body Bliss, your home in Hailey for extraordinary movement training. Pilates, yoga, and fusion classes, as well as incredible massage. We specialize in private and semi-private sessions, dynamic group classes, and exceptional massage techniques to both realign and relax. At Pure Body Bliss, we have something for everyone, including restorative yoga, core-focused Pilates, and our studio-exclusive high-intensity burn classes, just to name a few. All taught by patient and highly educated professionals with thousands of hours of teaching experience. Have fun, work hard, sweat, then relax, restore, and rejuvenate, all in one beautiful setting. Solidify your resolutions with our complete unlimited membership. At Pure Body Bliss, we love your body.
Better food, better price, better service. Atkinson's Market, supporting local farmers since 1956.
Grace and Jessa are 17 and 14 years old. They're from the Rigby Blackfoot area. What got you two into fiddling?
Well, my brother started fiddling when he was young, and that inspired me to get going, and I started when I was about 5.
My mom heard from a friend that someone was teaching fiddle lessons, and she started me when I was 6, and I just went from there.
And what's it like competing in these contests?
Well, I gotta admit, it's a little bit nerve-wracking at first, but as you get used to it, it's a lot more easy than when you first start.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and making the connections with people is the biggest part of it. That's the part that I enjoy the most.
So, as you can tell, these two young ladies have first place medals in dual fiddling, which will probably be back next year with the fiddle competition.
Alright, we're going to play a tune called New Camptown Races. 1, 2.
No more will I be lonely, and no more will I be blue. And when we have to part, dear, there'll be no sad adieux. For I'll be in your pocket, and I'll go along with you. No more will I be lonely, and no more will I be blue. And when we have to part, dear, there'll be no sad adieu. For I'll be in your pocket, and I'll go along with you. For I'll be in your pocket, and I'll go along with you.
Eye on Sun Valley, daily local news from beautiful Sun Valley, Idaho.
Better food, better price, better service. Atkinson's Market, supporting local farmers since 1956.
Hi, I'm Anita Northwood. I live here in the Sun Valley area, and I have been inspired to create Silver Creek Assisted Living for your family. I'm inspired by my family, and we hope you will all come and take a tour of this place and understand that this is the place where your loved one should be. This is what brings us all joy and what we're the best at. Your family is our family, so come join us. Silver Creek Living is a wonderful place. It's not just about compassionate senior care. It is the best place for you to bring your loved one. We provide a beautiful environment where your family is our family. We have great food, fun activities, lots of entertainment. You can socialize with their peers, bring your family, and yet feel that you're in a beautiful, safe environment, while you can still have fun while knowing that you're well taken care of with the best of care. This could be the next best chapter in your family member's life.
I moved out to Idaho 4 years ago, so I met a lot of people and I really, really like it here. In New York, I was always sort of introverted. When I came out here, that no longer was me. I became extroverted because the people here are so friendly and warm. You know, if you don't have something like that that brings you into other people's lives, it takes a long time to get to know people.
La Cabanita Mex, dubbed by the locals as authentic, tasty Mexican food and drinks with a festive atmosphere. And a pretty darn good sports bar, too. Big screens all over. La Cabanita prides itself on their authentica cocina mexicana. Good food, very fast service, and delicious house recipes with those special Mexican spices. La Cabanita Mex, serving lunches, dinners, catering, company parties, and takeout. Ketchum and Bellevue. La Cabanita Mex.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Can I get a make my day?